mind. And you're looking at me like, who is this crazy guy with his pinkies at his temples? This is hard to do with my left hand. My right hand is pretty easy. And in fact, I started the live by touching with my pinky. So anyway, you're probably wondering, what in the hell is going on here? Yeah, hey, Mike Mack here. I'm the ugly mug guy that comes on, talks about convoys and all the other stuff. And today is Saturday. I was delayed a little bit. I forgot. I've got some timers. I forgot to plug in my phone so I would have battery to do this thing right here. So I changed the time to be 3:33, which is my birth time. Some 60, almost 62 years ago, 62 years ago. And so now you're all wondering, hey, dude, hey, look at this now. So that's me that did that. No, that's my VA, Dan. I think he's, he just called me a dude of divorce. No, wait. Oh, he's talking to all of you, dads of divorce. Hey, it's the letters are small, okay? This is the phone. I thought he was talking to me, hey, dude of divorce. That's something we could do. Hey, dude of divorce. Oh man, that's a badge we could wear. Mark that down, Dan. Mark that down. Dads of divorce. All right, so we are starting with the end in mind, guys. End in mind. And I'm gonna today, next 20, 30 minutes, I don't know how long it's going to take because I go all over the roadmap. I have an outline. I have the actual description that you have. You want to follow along, you pull up the description. I'm trying to follow that, okay? Trying. It's my live. I can do it how I want to do it, okay? But I'm going to begin with the end in mind. In the next 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about the Pinky Protocol. The Pinky Protocol it's like a code that we need to break. And we're going to talk about the science and why you need the science. You need the strategy. You don't need the science. You need the strategy. You need to know, and just doing this, let me give you a little preview. Just doing something like this, something weird, something out of the ordinary, is a way for you to have a pattern interrupt. And especially if you can take the pinky, like if you're on the destroyer side, and if you've seen some of my videos, you know what I'm talking about. The left hand is destroyer. You do not want that hand. You do not want to be like the Mike back there. Don't be like Mike of the past. Don't do that. Don't destroy your life like I did, okay? Don't do that. Become a builder. And how do you do it? One of the ways is like this, okay? Destroyer, and you've begun without thinking of the end. That's me. That's destroyer path, people. Destroyer path. Don't do it because we're programmed to look for the negative. We're programmed to figure out. We're programmed for survival, people. Survival. And I gotta remember I got help. I'm not gonna look at the comments. Dan's gonna need to be like, hey, there's a comment. You need Anyway, this is the lizard brain. This is the survival brain. It's normal to have negative. It's normal. Normal. And then you don't think with the end in mind. You just think. And you think, man, my life, F my life, you know? Here's where I was gonna start. I was gonna start, shut the hell up, because that's what I did. My mind going crazy, and I would scream that, guys. I would scream that. Not anymore. My mind races now. You know why my mind races now? Because now, instead of being a destroyer, not thinking of the end in mind, I'm a builder, and I'm beginning with the end in mind. What did I just say? I said I used to be the Mike, like the Mike of the past. I was a destroyer without doing this. All I did was think. I thought toxic thoughts, people. Toxic thoughts that led to really bad beliefs. Really bad. And then most powerful emotions, uncontrolled emotions. Rage. I mean, all out rage. Doing things that I'd never done before, causing me to lose weight, destroy my marriage. And now I no longer wear a wedding band. Ouch. The end. This one's tough because I almost took my final exit. Let's just put it that way, leave it there. That's a whole nother discussion for another time. Destruction. Don't be like Mike back there. Builder, do that. Build. How do you do it? How do you go? If you're stuck in the divorce ditch right now, I was stuck there for a decade, and I'm just beginning to understand why. And in the question and answer, if you want to ask me how and why it took me a decade, then wait around till the question and answer, and I will stay until 5 o'clock, because 5 o'clock is the time I have a whole big pile of shift work to do at my shift job, okay? Okay, look, I'm going to stop right there. Stop. Hold the horse. You mean you're not some kind of guru sitting in the corner office and telling us what to do from your office at the penthouse office? No, man, I'm down in the ditches with you guys. My degree is from the dirt. From the dirt is from the divorce ditch. And I probably still got, I don't know, yeah, I still got some dirt in my fingernails from clawing my way out for that freaking decade that it took me to get out, okay? So that's me. See how I go all over, and my heart, my mind is racing, but in a good builder way. And when I started like this, here's a really good pattern interrupt that will help you. And it's difficult for me. You're going to take the destroyer end, and you're going to put it at the beginning. You're going to do this uncomfortable thing, and you're going to touch your pinky. Try it. Go ahead, try it. Try doing this, because what happens, I'm helping my left elbow to stay up there. And I don't know if you can see, but this is what I'm doing. And you just tap it and just hold it there. Why? Because it's a pattern interrupt. And pretty soon, because right now it's pattern interrupting me, because I lost where I was talking about. And I'm remembering back when my destroyer, I didn't go to jail. I did almost take my final exit. That's a destination that I arrived at. Naturally, it's a cascade. It's a cascade that gets you to a destination. If you get to a destroyer destination, like I did, ooh, it's hard to pattern interrupt from this place. It is hard. Believe me. The easiest place to pattern interrupt is right here. When you first have the destroyer thought. That, at the very beginning, is the best place, because you know what? Just like food that we eat, I had someone in the military, in the Army, tell me this, because I said, man, how do you stay so fit? Because he was like muscular, you know, he's got pictures out there showing his abs, and he's like 40, and he's like muscular and built. And I said, dude, how do you do it? And he said one thing that stuck. You want to know what it is? You can choose what you put in your mouth. That's it. And that's, boom. You can choose what you think. You can choose how you think. You can choose to go from a destructive end to a builder beginning, and having builder thoughts, not destroyer thoughts. Now, I promised some science. I don't know if you're interested in the science. I tried talking science before, and as soon as I said science, somebody dropped off. I'm not going to do science, okay? I'm a nerd. I learned all that stuff in high school. I went to an animal science degree. I've got degrees. I don't have a degree. I should have backed up. Okay, we're at the beginning now. I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a suit. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a medical doctor. None of that. But like I said, my degree, and you're probably wondering, well, who the hell is this ugly mug guy that keeps showing up? I even had one guy, what the hell? Why are you on my feed all the time? I said, I don't know. He commented. And I laughed because he commented negative stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, thanks for the algorithm, love, because I don't know why I'm in your feed. That's not my problem. That's yours. Don't comment on my stuff if you don't want that stuff showing up in your feed. So, and anyway, all right. So, hey, I've had other people talk about, the unibrow. I was like, oh, yeah, thanks for the love. Thanks for the love. I appreciate it. Yeah, I can't get over your unibrow. Yeah, see, it's right there. Anyway, and I'm looking like I'm homeless. Like when I spent that time. Now, when I was homeless in Houston, I didn't shave and my beard got 6 months of beard on me. I should do that. No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go back to being homeless. I'm homeless right now. What? No, that's another story. Okay, back to I'm in my Kia right now doing this live from you. Did someone just ask me if I can lay an egg? I can cluck like a chicken. I don't think I can lay an egg, but I can plant seeds. I can plant seeds in your mind. I can do these weird things that you go, and then if you try them, you're going to be like, holy shift. What he just said when he put the left destroyer pinky, that left destination on the right side, the builder side, all of a sudden it was a pattern interrupt, and I can start to think in a different direction that I did not realize I could do. And then all of a sudden, just like your negative side mind that is going crazy, the positive side. I can talk about the hippocampus and the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala and how all these three, go back. And then if you really think that your life is in danger, like when my wife suddenly left, you see what happened. I can tell you exactly what happened now. I couldn't tell you back then. Now I can tell you that I thought my life was in danger. I thought that she just killed me, or was about to, because she left with the kids. No warning, no note, just left. First thought, I'm being killed by my soon-to-be ex at that point. What's the next belief? I'm going to get her. I'm going to revenge. It's not right. The rage. I go over to try to reconcile. I do stupid shift. Back then, I have a whole shift show that I haven't been doing. I don't have all that much time. I got my shift work to do. But I can tell you, I call it my defecation of character. Because I shift all over myself back then. And I don't want you to be shifting your pants right now. I don't want that. I want you to be, I don't want you to be destroyers. I want you to be builders. Guys, I know there's a roadmap. Jeez, Dan's over there. Dan, okay, I gotta tell a little bit. I mean, a little behind scenes, if you don't mind, for just a second. Dan the man is my VA. He helps with this. If you see Divorced Dad Support Group coming on, he's the guy going, hey, did he just say something about pattern interrupts? Oh man, that's the best time to do it, is when you're thinking negatively. Just do it right there. I do a couple of them. The air horn. No, that's the positive one. You got negative thought. Pull the air brakes. And make the body movement like you're stopped, like you're still rolling. And when you hit the air brakes at even 5 miles an hour in a big rig, and all 18 wheels suddenly lock, you get jolted. So when you pull the air brakes, don't just go, yeah. No, boom. That's a pattern interrupt. It's a simple one. It's a trucker-styled pattern interrupt that I kind of invented from my creativity, my mind motor that goes crazy now, creatively building stuff rather than negatively destroying stuff. Do you see the difference? There's this big screen that you can have in your mind's eye. Let's go to that, because that's part of today's subject matter, is being able to begin, not negative, begin with the good stuff, with the right destination, with the builder destination in mind first. Here's what you can do. Picture in your mind's eye. It's like a big screen, okay? I got this little tiny, if I were in my office, I could have this in like a huge TV, and I could be going all professional. I could show you my office set up and all of that stuff. And right now I'm sitting like this because I got mess on it. I don't want you to see the mess. No, that's not the point. The point I'm trying to get to is the mind's eye. You can imagine yourself in the future. Begin with the end in mind. Science backs it up. Those 3 spots of the brain, once you start to build this way by beginning with the end in mind, picture the big screen. For me, this happened in real time just today. I woke up 12 o'clock noon. I woke up. No alarm. I had my alarm set for like 2:30 for a 3 o'clock live. Noon. And I woke up, couldn't sleep, go into my McOffice, and I start working on stuff. And I took a pause because there was a phrase that kept coming up into my mind. I'm not going to share the phrase because that's another thing, but I formed a picture of me with this phrase, with this thought, 5 years down the road. And me of the future, this is important. You make that picture as vivid, in color, not black and white like the Destroyer, not red because of the rage. No, you make this thing in bright, you see this? Yeah, good days ahead. I don't know if you can see the bottom of it, but yeah, good days ahead. Good days ahead means ahead. My mind's eye, I saw myself 5 years from now, and then turning around and then looking back and going, damn, I've come a long way. You see, the mind eye, the imagination, imagine yourself 10 years from now with grandkids that can now talk to you because you've instead of destroyed, you've now built. That's me. That's me. I'm now grandpa. I don't advertise that, but I am. Damn it, the little concept, that's me. Mine was 5 years as a grandpa and being able to hold my grandchildren in my arms. It was me using my mind's big screen to see myself in a rocking chair of all things. Oh my gosh. My hands are shaking. But see the good stuff that can come? That's, if you don't get anything else out of today's live right now, just get this. The stuff that I'm doing, it's real, guys. I'm only maybe one step ahead of you guys. This stuff is happening in real time for me, and I'm coming on live. I didn't know I was going to talk about my thing. I wasn't going to talk about that, okay? But something in me said, do it, because someone out there needs what you have in your heart, what you've been building in your mind. And so I took a couple moments and I just turned to see my story Stetson. It doesn't go with the shirt though, does it? That's a conundrum, a conundrum. Anyway, this is, I look up and I had this, as a gift, and it's a symbol. It's a story Stetson. It's a symbol of my grandfather, who, I left all that in my destructive path. I left God, I left the church, I left my grandpa's. I could just now feel my grandpa like turning in his grave and that kind of stuff. And we've got a comment there. Keep believing in yourself, brother. Don't ever lose hope. Just keep forgiving man. Yeah. Forgiveness begins on the inside. You cannot, thank you for that. And I can't read the name there. I'd have to get the black. Where's the black? No, dude, show up tomorrow. That's a great segue right there. That's a great segue. That comment by Hey something. Keep believing in yourself, bro. Don't ever lose hope. And then look at this. Just keep forgiving man. Tomorrow. A little preview right now. Let me put my grandpa's symbol on my head. He was a spiritual giant. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Okay, 3:33. We've changed the time because that's my birth time. There's other significance of why to do that, but 3:33 is the new time to do that. Today it was by mistake because I didn't plug my phone in to get it charged. Some timers. Just telling you the story behind the story of why it was 3:33 today and will be 3:33 from now on every day. What? Okay, tomorrow, Sunday. It's hatless sermons. I will place the story Stetson on my head when I'm telling a story like I'm just doing now of the 3:33 and why it is now 3:33 time, Eastern Standard Time. What this guy, the comment where he says, just keep forgiving men. Today's been the logic, the strategy of how to put your, left pinky. That's strategy. That's tactics. That's what to do physically. Yeah, the science. Tomorrow, Sunday, the sermon. The sermon. We're gonna. Did you hear me mention God today? Okay, I just mentioned God. Okay, and we talked about forgiving men and those kinds of things. Tomorrow, God's gonna be front and center. I'm gonna pull some scriptures that go along with this very thing of begin with the end in mind. Tomorrow, today, the science, do some background. Why does Stephen R. Covey, the hat comes off, a little teaching. Why does Stephen R. The begin with the end in mind is a Stephen R. Covey, tagline. I think he might even have a book titled that. I don't know. I'm not a big follower of Stephen R. Covey. I just know that very thing. Simon Sinek, he also has start with why. We don't start, oh man, this is good science right now, because if you start with how to do something, our brain goes into logical mode and you are going to get stuck in the paralysis by analysis. You'll be like, okay, now if I start here and I do this little thing and then over here and then no. The magic of putting yourself in vivid color in that big screen of your mind. Here's the magic, guys. The magic. It's the secret. It's the secret sauce. This is free. The hand GPS is free. This stuff that I'm telling you right now, free. You're not going to some app. You're not going to our website. We have one. It's like a journal. It's not, yeah. Anyway, it's begin with the end in mind. Put the picture up there. Vivid color. Why? Begin with your why, because then if you do that, your mind figures out how to get there. What? Focus with the end in mind, and your mind will automatically figure out how to get there. Put the vision first, begin with the end, the picture, make it as vivid as you can, with as much emotion as you can. You saw the emotion that came from me when I talked about sitting in a rocking chair. And by that time, it might be, as I well know, it might be a great granddaughter or son. because I have granddaughters, grandsons of childbearing years. That's me. That's my picture. I just shared it wide open, free for you. Find your picture. It's going to be different for everyone. Your destructive stuff is going to be different than mine. But the tactics, the strategy, the science is same for everyone. We are all built with a human heart. We are all built with a lizard brain that looks for the negative. I go to my shift job. Do they look for the positive in the job? Oh, don't get me started about that. Do they look? I signed a paper last freaking night that says if I leave my machine, I will get written up. And I'm thinking in my head, I don't need to sign that. He's like, well, you're not signing? I said, well, no, I don't need to because I don't leave my machine. Well, yes, you do. You do this. I said, yeah, but does anything happen to my machine while I'm gone for like 20 seconds? So we had a little argument, and I said, wouldn't it be better if you had paperwork here? And this is like, I planted a seed. Wouldn't it be better if you look for the good stuff and then wrote people up on record that they stayed at their machine for 12 freaking hours? What? In any case, you see what's happening with the builder side. It doesn't just end with me. It's in every area of my life. I have financial flat tires right now. What do you think I've done? Some of the interior work I've done. I began with the end in mind. I don't want to stay with financial flat tires. I don't want to see my bank account with zeros. I don't like that. But then why do I always come around back to it? Well, maybe it's because I have not started with the end in mind. I don't want to be a millionaire. Anyway, I just want to be able to have some freedom from the shift job that I've got. And if that's you, I gave you the tool, your own hand. I've given you tactics, taken the destroyer, even if it's best to start here. Best to start with the destroyer thoughts and go. And then if you can add this, you got 2 pattern interrupts. It's going to be like, whoa, okay, I need to be building. And then what do? Find that picture. Is anybody taking notes? Oh, this is recorded. Never mind. And then find the builder. Find the builder picture that says, oh, wait. Yeah, the end. The builder end in mind. If I really want to be a millionaire, I don't have that as money is not my thing. You know what my thing is? Should I? I've done this. It's not about the money, it's about the people. It's about the hearts. It's not about $1 million. It's about 1 million. Oh man. It's about 1 million followers on my CBS station that says, man, this ugly mug guy, man, he gets it. He gets it. He's taken the call from God, and he's going like crazy. He's going shift ass crazy. I can say that because today's Saturday. I wouldn't say it that way tomorrow's Sunday because I don't think my grandfather would like that. You got to have a little bit of humor, and that's me too. There's a trifecta happening with me that I didn't realize that God called just the right guy at just the right time. I didn't know that. I'm beginning to see it, and God, he knows the end from the beginning in a good way. And he does stuff for us that we don't realize. I thought the divorce ditch clawing out was, I blamed everybody. And I'm coming to find out now that happened for me. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me so that I can now do the stuff that I'm doing. And okay. If this, let me stop real quick. If this is resonating, if this stuff is help, just share it. Subscribe first, and then share what we got going on. It's going to continue to be free. The hand GPS will always be free. Always. I hit it before. Now I'm just wide open with it, because it's not a coaching tool. It's a personal transformation tool. And when I got the call, I said, I cannot hide this anymore. I need everyone to know what this is about. Today, the science, you saw it. The mind, the screen, the big screen. Begin with the end in mind. Let the thoughts, the builder thoughts, once you have the end screen. Oh my God, I'm talking YouTube. There's an end screen when we get all this done that we're going to put the end screen on the end of this. On the big screen. Subscribe to our channel, and hey, check out our next video. The big screen on your mind, in your mind, your mind's eye, your imagination. Start there. Make it vivid, in color. I don't even know what the newest technology is. I know they've got some curved screens. It's not even 4K anymore. Anybody know that? Maybe throw in a comment there. 4K, or is it, I don't know. It's like somebody tech that knows. Hell, I bet you Dan could come on here and say, yeah, Dan will do Dan, I can feel Dan typing on his, am I right, Dan? He's typing right now. He's doing the research. And what's the newest technology? And pretty soon it's not going to be screens. It's just going to be this 3D. Man, what show is that? Oh my goodness. Paycheck. One of my favorite actors is in Paycheck, right? He does some time travel, and he moves the screen away, and then the lady's still there talking. Ooh, that's how vivid you need your mind's eye. That's how vivid you need the big screen for your mind to be. And then your mind will automatically figure out how to get there, period. If you don't get anything else out of today, that right there is how you go from being a destroyer on the path of destruction to becoming a builder with the end in mind. Boom, right there. Now, tomorrow, 3:33 p.m. Eastern Time, let's talk storms for a second. Storms. Oh, storms are coming. I did not finish the 3 storms. I got to financial devastation. You can look it up. It's on YouTube. I didn't do it live. That one's recorded. It's hidden. You'll have to find the treasure. I did a live, speaking of what happened right here in my McOffice parking lot this past week. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Child custody warfare right before my very eyes. So financial destination is one. This is the perfect storm. Child custody warfare, number 2. Number 3 is coming. What is it? 2 weeks away? 1 week away? When's Thanksgiving, people? I don't even know what day it is. Today is like 15, so yeah, anyway, less than 2 weeks away now. 10 days. Holiday hell. It's coming. And holidays magnifies everything. If you're on the destruction path, holidays, my giving heart, I want to give to my kids. Tough. I go into more debt when the holidays come. And I deal with the crap afterwards, and then knocking myself upside the head. Why did you spend so much money on stuff that they're playing in the box instead of playing with the gift? And you just go on and on. Perfect storm. Where's my orange? Orange. You see me wearing this? That means I'm talking rescue. I didn't wear it today. I wore my sign of good days ahead, because good days ahead matches the big screen in our mind. You getting the idea. Anyway, the perfect storm. I needed rescue. I got to 100, six-figure plus debt. Where was it? Credit cards. That's where I come from. Financial devastation. I know about that. Child custody stuff. Yeah, I know about that too. Holiday hell. Yep. Me. Rescue. The rescue's right here. The rescue. The rescue right there, guys. For free. So there, come on. There's your, in a nutshell. Holiday hell magnifies everything. The perfect storm is arriving. And as we go week to week, some of you probably thought, yeah, we're going to start out with the thumb. If you've been watching me, right? The first. No. I threw a little curveball at you. We did the pinky protocol today. The protocol is a code. I didn't even talk about that part, did I? It's on the map. I just didn't talk about it till now. The pinky protocol is this. It's the big screen in your mind's eye, living color. If you can get it to be like that Paycheck movie and have the lady and that would be you, yeah, I don't think I look very good in a dress, but I could put that in the picture. And then your mind will automatically figure out a way for you to get there. Pinky protocol, right there. We have just broken the code of the pinky protocol. Pinky promise to yourself. However you would do that. Pinky promise to yourself. My older brother and I used to do the pinky promise thing. Anybody else? My older brother and I, pinky promise. And the pinky promise meant you both have a vision of what the promise entails, and then you both work to be able to fulfill that pinky promise, right? Usually the pinky promise was hiding some kind of secret. That's what it usually was between my older brother and I. We got into some mischief and we didn't want our parents, especially our drill sergeant dad, to know about it, because then we would be in huge trouble. We didn't want that. So we kept it secret, and we pinky promised secrecy, and we did pretty good at that secrecy. Speaking of secrecy, I've been pretty good about keeping secrets too. Think about all the, oh man, my mind is going crazy now. Anyway, are there any questions? Let's just jump into questions. We're 40 minutes in. I said 15 to 20 minutes. There you go. I'm here to answer any questions. Dan the man, do we have any questions that I missed in the comments that come up there? If so, copy, paste, whatever, so I can see that yellow come up. If you're still there, if Dan is still there, I know he sometimes has some stuff that happens with it. If not, if there's no questions, this is a good spot to say, there's a Facebook fortress for men, for dads of divorce over on Facebook. I sit here in my Kia Forte, protecting myself from the outside storms that come. There's inner storms like the perfect storm that's coming. If we don't have the protection in place, we will drown. We will drown, and we will need rescued. Don't get to that point. But the Facebook fortress is for divorced dads only. Okay, we have one kid in there because live, I said, okay, one kid. He's in there now. I haven't connected with him quite yet to know how it's going. But anyway, it's coming, ladies, for moms of divorce, for kids of divorce. That's coming. That's a vision I have, a worldwide vision. I'm a crazy dude. In any case, Facebook Fortress, I was hoping maybe we could throw it's in the bio, guys. Just look on our page, Facebook, the Fortress. You go on Facebook, you search Divorced Dad Support. Look for my ugly mug and my two kids, kind of giving them hugs. That's the Facebook Fortress. You'll know you're landed in the right spot when you see that. If you're a divorced dad, fill out the question. Be sure to fill out each question. They are required. I think there's an optional one to tell us where you're coming from. Did you hear us on YouTube or Facebook or etc.? And that's it. That's the Facebook Fortress in a nutshell. And this is me. If I don't see a comment come up, I'm going to say, love you guys. It's now a little after 4. 5 o'clock is my time to be to my shift job, doing my shift work. And so, man, I love you guys. The comments, the love. I saw some hearts that went through. You do not know how much fuel you give me that helps me. As tired as I am, yeah, that's why my voice starting to sound a little growly, but that's okay. I'm going to wear myself out in the service of others, and I will have, just remember, God part tomorrow. I was just going to say, God will have my back. God's got my 6. He's got the protection for me. Ooh. And he's got the flotation devices to help me when I do get destroyed. I became the destroyer and destroy. He's got the flotation device for me to rise to the top. Love you guys, gals, kids. Let's go to grow. Let's go to grow, not only for ourselves but for each. Let's grow a community. Let's have this convoy be something that's taken to the world with the message that I'm going to end with. You are not alone anymore. Love you. Another one in the books. Hitting the X.